This is Chris Hansen.
Chad doing Rip City Radio here.
It's your favorite basketball player, Tyler Hansbrough.
This is Jamie Hudson.
This is TJ Houshmandzadeh.
And I'm going to let y'all know something.
Duke sucks and Duke will always suck.
You're listening to
It Just Makes Sense.
It Just Makes Sense.
You're listening to It Just Makes Sense.
With Braxton, Miguel, and Peter.
If you're looking for expert sports takes, look elsewhere.
You would think that they would adapt here.
I think they're just
Golf and
relying on people being mature, which is a really
what a dumb thing
Yeah.
to
it's a
rely
really
on.
dumb thing to do.
You're in a bowling league.
How many 7-10 splits did you pick up?
None. Are you kidding?
Have you ever picked up a
dude.
710?
No.
No. Of course not.
I had four.
Who do you think you are?
I had 4 frames in a row that I thought were strikes, and it left 1 pin. 4 in a row, and I picked up every single one of those spares.
What pin did it leave?
I don't know. The white one.
Oh, okay.
Fucking, are they numbered?
They are, yeah.
I don't
1,
fucking
2, 3,
know.
4, 5, 6.
Oh,
7,
I
8,
will
9,
tell
10.
you, it's always
7, 10.
the reason I was able to pick them up is because they were always not the most farthest corner one, but
was
kind
the
of in the
next
corner.
one.
Because then what I would do is I would roll it down the middle with a little bit of a spin, so I
Yeah.
know it like moves over to the right or left.
Big bowler.
He was trying to tell me upstairs. He was like, instead of like going out to the bars, we should just like go bowling.
We should just go bowl.
I was like, are you trying to tell me that bowling's fun right now?
Because I'm in. Listen, if this podcasting thing doesn't work out for us, we could start our
That's
own
our next venture.
professional bowling.
I don't think it's worked out. I've taken out 3 loans since we started this.
Oh man,
You know?
it is a lot of fun, and if you're willing to get down to
I'm not a league
Wilson
bowler. I'm not a league
Kaiser.
bowler.
Why not? Why not?
come on down to
That's
Kaiser.
not a league
Let's do a
bowler.
Wilsonville one. Let's split the difference here.
Okay.
I'm not a league bowler. That's not.
Well, would you show up and just
Here's
eat
the-
nachos?
Here's the thing:
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I do.
if you play in a league, you play in a league where it's a handicap league.
Right.
So it's
Get
actually
strokes like golf.
You do.
yeah. So it's actually advantageous to have somebody like yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of like
Who's bad?
Because here's the thing: bowling, if you do it consistently, it is one of the easiest sports
Yeah.
to see progress quickly. And so if you, like I did my first season, I started out really low, and then I won the award for most improved handicap. And that really helped us.
improved handicap sounds like a Special Olympics award.
Well, yeah.
mean-
You would think that they would adapt here, evolve with the times, but
I think they're just
golf and
relying on people being mature, which is a really
What a dumb thing
Yeah.
to
It's a
rely
really
on.
dumb
Hello.
thing to do.
You're in a bowling league.
2026 almost.
Anyways, you guys should do it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm.
You know
hey,
that-
I'm in. I'm in.
And that's kind of the same thing in pool. So in pool, everyone has a Fargo score. Did you know that?
I think I probably knew that.
So if someone plays
Yeah,
in leagues,
I knew that.
you could look up their Fargo score.
Yeah.
So Morgan, who's a pretty good pool
Yeah.
player,
he goes to Vegas for tournaments. And all
yeah.
that,
And then like one of my uncles who lives in Vegas, I was just like, oh, my uncle plays pool because I've seen him hold up those big checks. And it took him 5 seconds to look him up. He goes, oh, his Fargo score is like 550 or something like that.
Sure.
So when they have teams that play in leagues, they actually prefer somebody who's not on their level. Because it's like, okay, we have a couple 600s,
artificial boost
400s,
here. Yeah.
because you're kind of playing in your own.
Exactly.
When I was bowling as a kid, had like all of the best players we banded together, but that was a bad move by us because then you had the crappiest team in the league had just like you had to overcome like 170 pins or something like that, maybe even more. I can't remember at this point, but yeah.
It would be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun.
All is right in the world. It is post-Christmas, but I forgot to wear my ugly-ass sweater last week. So even though we're
Big miss.
post-Christmas,
Big miss.
Brody was like, butt cheeks. Those are butt cheeks. So he appreciated that. So welcome back.
Thank you.
2 weeks
2 weeks.
without you.
2
And
weeks?
he's back.
2
yeah,
weeks.
he was gone for 2 weeks, remember?
I was
Oh,
on.
like not
not here.
in the podcast, and then
Yeah.
Zoom.
He was physically not here.
I am here.
But
I am alive. I am well.
Your hair's looking on point. Nice and
Is it?
poofy. Yeah, it's got a good poof tonight.
Thank you.
So.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you look like an early days Vince Vaughn.
Ooh,
Wow.
I'll take that.
I wouldn't
will
go that
take
far.
A mini
but
pomp.
I don't
Ever
know.
heard of a mini pomp?
I have.
Like, a little mini snooky.
You're on
poof.
your way
Wow,
to
you
selling
guys-
a Hyundai.
You guys are making me blush.
You're just red naturally.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, that's just
Trying
the
to work in the storyline.
yeah. That's
was
just
a great-
the
it was a
allergic
great-
reaction.
Great shot on the Zoom call and the video, and when he got exposed for what he said to Jared in the fantasy. Fucking send it. Send it.
Yeah, that was. It's okay to misspeak, but you lived through it. Congratulations.
I don't know how you can look at this as like me looking bad.
It does.
Well, you just kind of lied, and then you misspoke.
Well,
It looks
Dude,
horrible.
you understand I did that on purpose, right?
I don't.
Nobody
know if
knows
you
that.
Did do that though?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you guys not like see the writing on the wall?
The
with this
integrity
situation?
of the commissioner
Yeah.
is
Like,
sacred.
here's like I did exactly what you did to me,
Yeah.
right back to you,
Like
almost verbatim.
on either side, it's a bad look.
Okay, I don't care.
No, I know you don't
I
care.
don't
I know
care. It's
I know
not-
you don't
it's
care.
not a big deal.
But in the world of fantasy, which isn't that serious, there's still rules in place. And what this shows is all the abuse that you take, especially from the guys that are not trusted, like me and Jordan and everyone, is warranted. Because how can anyone trust anything that you put in place when you are not only coddled but protected by majority of the league, and it enables you to do whatever you want because you'll cower to the mob.
He died twice, so we have to be nice.
I mean, you can. I don't know how to respond to that. I have no control over anybody's reactions to.
It's
to
not
me
their reactions
or how they treat me.
You have control into
personally-
not changing what's been put in place because you are getting bullied by the people you respect.
It has nothing to do with that. The fact of the matter is after Naoko and I were done with our 5th place game, I didn't have a game this week. So I assumed the people who also played in those consolation games did not have a game, the people who lost.
Sure.
So in my head, I was thinking, oh, there's not, like, Miguel and Peter are just out. So that's why I spoke and said, oh, it's the loser of that one, because I didn't know there was a 9th place game. Obviously, the conversation next day led me to understand that there was a 9th place game, and it became an opportunity in my mind to say, oh, I'm going to fuck with them a little bit, because they so often everybody says they're joking about things. Oh, I didn't mean that. I was joking. How could you not understand? So I decided I'm going to give a little taste of the own medicine. And I immediately retracted once you guys overreacted.
Yes, of course.
You were fucking with us on the text, but what you said here,
I think
we were both on the
No,
same
no.
page. You were not fucking with us.
100%. That's
yeah.
what.
I think
what.
that's
what I'm.
where in lies the.
No, that's not what I was. What I was saying is that in last week's episode, I misspoke.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say.
Correct. But in the
Yeah.
text message, you were fucking with us.
Yes.
Okay,
But
got it,
in the
got it.
text message, I also said I misspoke.
Yes.
I apologize. After
I just
fucked
think
with you.
I think the bigger picture for me that I definitely wanted to put out there is when I say majority of the league, all the women in the league. It ends up enabling you because you are protected. Because as soon as that you come after Braxton, you got people coming after me. You
Yeah.
at some point, Jordan
But-
at some point, because it's
But
like
you act like that's my fault.
it's not. That's not your fault, but it enables you, is what I'm saying.
To
You're
do
protect.
what?
You're protected.
What am I enabled to do? What am I doing?
Someone-
you are giving me so much power.
Someone calls out a rule, like if me, Jordan,
Does-
or Peter calls out a rule, you're like, no, that's. I'm going to give you a perfect example of what you're asking for. If me, Peter, or Jordan are probably the 3 most unprotected and not trusted by
Right.
this entire
Yeah.
league, if we say this is the rule that you put in place, you'll stand firm on that. You were like, no, this is exactly what I said. If Nayoko, Jera, Natalie, Sahara says, are you sure this is what we said? You immediately starts to question yourself because you fear that mob. You fear that mob and you start questioning any rules that you put in place. That's what I mean by it enables you, because you don't give a shit about what we say. You give a shit about what
we
they
should
say.
all fear women. Is what you're saying.
I think that what you're saying is
true.
Heavily recency bias.
Listen,
I'm going years here.
Heavily recency
I'm going
bias.
years here.
The amount of times that I have had to cower to the wants and needs of you and Jordan are multiple.
What have I ever asked for?
I think
the point is yes, I misspoke. I already admitted to that. I apologized, and the fact of the matter is the app tells you. I didn't know if there was a ninth place. I didn't think there was a ninth place game. I was wrong. The app says there's a ninth place game. Any logic would lead you to believe that's that person. That's what it is.
We can also go through the Constitution, but we still ask the president, right?
Well, you have to. If they respect the Constitution,
there's a rule put in place, but you still ask the leader, and you still kind of go by their word.
We need good vibes, though. We need, and like all of this stirring up, I have on my screen the championship game between Jordan and
that's
Sahara.
the other thing. We're arguing about the ninth place game.
I'm not arguing about the ninth place game.
You literally are.
It leads me to this championship because what I actually want to happen, as much as I like Sahara, I want Jordan to win because I feel like it punishes the league for enabling him. I feel like this is what you guys get. Dude, you get Jordan as a champion.
Yeah.
You are putting me on a pedestal.
No, I'm not.
The
it's
integrity.
All about how does it affect Braxton?
The commissioner is
I'm
sacred.
just putting how much people baby you. And this is, and I know that this is gonna make
because you
a
get
7
called out doesn't mean that they're babying me.
A 7-7 Jordan to
you.
win the league is gonna piss people off in the league, and that's what I want to
We're
happen.
gonna have back-to-back champions who were 7-7, which is absurd. Yeah. That is hardly a champ. Not my champion. Not my champion.
I kind of want him to win, just for that reason.
Sahara.
I mean, there is something to having a rookie win. That's like, oh man, I kind of would prefer somebody who's been in the league longer, but I honestly don't care who wins.
I just think it'd be hilarious if Jordan won.
I kind of just want it to be over with.
Aren't you happy that you're not the commissioner of 2 leagues anymore?
I am.
Yeah. Anyways, Christmas, good.
It was
awesome.
something.
It happened.
Yeah.
It happened. You said you wore your ugly ass sweater to a pretty formal event?
It wasn't super formal, but I was definitely the most casual. That's for sure.
And someone thought that it was the guy with the big cock who was sitting on the bed?
Yep. Somebody thought that I had a cock on my sweater for a family Christmas party.
Right, yeah.
No, it's just buns.
Yeah. For our newest P1, Weasel, Pat, don't Google that. Don't Google what we're talking about. Please. Don't do that.
Yeah. I don't think you would have the balls to call him Weasel to his face, so I don't know. You're hiding. You've never called him that.
He called himself Weasel.
Yeah, he told us about that.
Is that the name he said
they called him?
Yeah. So what's the other name?
I don't remember. Do you think
Does
Mitch
he
would
remember?
I feel like Mitchell would have that because
Mitch doesn't have a good memory.
Well, no, but like I feel like someone who was there, but like it's not like we're not forcing it in our brain right now. So maybe Jordan, maybe Mitchell, one of those two will know. But
shit.
There you go.
My bad.
So you play some college bets. You had yourself.
Sorry, my mom just sent me a text. She just won $1,900 on slots.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously?
She's there tonight again?
I mean, again, my family lives there.
Lives there, yeah.
It's like going to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, right there.
$1,900? Hell yeah.
$1,900.
What game?
On the Ninja?
Whatever this shit is, it's probably at the Panda too.
That's incredible.
Good for her.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Very neat. Good for her.
1,900.
All
bucks.
these people are winning money around us. Freaking the winner of the $2 billion jackpot is a syndicated radio host. You hear about that?
No.
So he's in a syndicate?
Bones. Do you know who Bobby Bones is? The Bobby Bones Show. He's got like 317,000 followers.
I've definitely heard of the Bobby Bones Show.
He claims to have won. And that he came out and said, "Oh, I did win, and I'm just getting out ahead of it, blah, blah, blah." And I don't think anyone's disputing it. He was home, as he says, he was home outside of Little Rock, Arkansas. He bought a ticket at a Quick Mart or whatever in Cabot, and he said that he won. He's done interviews about it. And I don't know if he's fucking with us or whatever, but that's like a weird PR stunt to lie about.
Yeah, especially as somebody who's already well known.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you feel the need to do that?
I don't know. So
If he's lying, then he's putting himself at risk.
kind of, yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
guy paid him and be like,
Yeah,
hey,
because
take
he's
the
not
attention away
he's
from me.
not big enough to like take a hit from this not ending well.
Sure. If you are like, again, this circumstance, a nationally syndicated guy, and everything's going because your popularity is whatever, do you quit? You have all that money now.
I think
What do you do?
You don't quit immediately. You go for a couple more years,
You ride the ratings for a little bit.
and then you have like a massive farewell, 3-month. You
Yeah.
have guests come on and celebrations and events and
Right.
Is Arkansas,
Play out the contract.
Is
Yeah.
Arkansas one of the states where you can't remain anonymous?
I'm not sure. Bobby Bones Powerball. Let me make sure that everyone's...
still on board with that.
Because I would only stay at my job if I wanted to not leak it out. Like if I could, if I lived in a state where I could remain anonymous, I would stay in my job, so no one catches anything that I've won a big amount of money,
And just quiet quit.
and slowly start to fade away, and be like, oh, I got a new job somewhere else, and then quit, and then fucking disappear.
If you had to, actually, this is kind of a dumb question. I'm sure it's going to be some beautiful island somewhere. But if you had to, like, one of the requirements of winning the lottery is you have to up and move within, 10 days, not tell anybody,
It's a requirement.
and you have to move out of North America. The continent.
Maybe he didn't win it. I don't know.
Are you just lying?
I don't know if he's lying.
I've never even heard of that. I mean, I've never heard of Bobby Bones. But
So
I'd probably go.
You are confirming that he said it.
I'm confirming that he said it, and then people said, "Congrats on winning the Powerball," and he says, "Thank you, we're very excited." And then I haven't seen the actual interview of him doing it. Apparently, this thing, like buying Powerball tickets, is a recurring segment on their show. So they they talk about the concept a lot. Anyway, so now the video of him saying that he did an interview or whatever, that's just not on his page anymore. So now I don't even know. But spreading
All right.
disinformation.
To go back to your question,
Yeah.
It's either the Bahamas or Costa Rica.
I think those are both still in North America.
The Bahamas?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Caribbean?
I think that's still North America.
Costa Rica too? That's Costa Rica's not North
Costa Rica would be Central America,
Central
right?
America. So if I can't do the Bahamas or the Caribbean, then I'll go Costa Rica. Because Bahamas or Caribbean would be like my top two if I had that much money.
Yeah, I think you're...
Because Mexico would be North America, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would go Bahamas, Caribbean, Costa Rica. Those would be my options.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah.
Ideally, I wouldn't want to move. I would like that to not be a requirement. But that's just like
You
win all this money and then you have to be away from all your friends. And then it's just us.
So the requirement is that you move out
or
of
you
North
can
America.
take 30% and stay.
No, I'm not
30%
giving up.
and
I'm not
stay.
giving up money.
But you can never move back.
I'll fucking fly
This
everybody
place
out.
is fucked anyway, so
It is kind of fucked, dude.
you just
Can you
fly
move
your
people
people
out?
out.
I just like
Yeah,
okay,
just you'd move everyone out.
Start a
so I either sacrifice
commune.
70% of my winnings, or I can talk to all my friends and be like, hey, how do you guys feel about? I'm gonna build a fucking village in Costa Rica. How do you guys feel about just living out here?
How do you think you? This is
Because everyone have their own house.
This is a deep question. How do you think you would handle that type of power and influence? Because whether you like it or not, if you were to do that, you now are like the leader of this small community.
That's not how I would approach it.
But that's what I'm saying. Regardless of how you approach it, you kind of put yourself in that position.
Yeah, but
I would absolutely use that against people. I would be like, bitch, I paid for this shit.
I would be crystal
Fuck
clear
you.
on that. I'd be like, if you decide to move out here, this shit's yours. I just want to have my friends around. If you don't, that's fine.
No blood trust.
No. It's not how I function.
Well, speaking of blood trust, I wanted to.
What a segue.
If it's okay, I mentioned earlier that I got you guys some gifts.
You did say that, and you did say that you wanted to bring it up on the podcast.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Wonderful.
Is that a year's supply of Benadryl?
No.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
So I recently may have stumbled into a little trap. And,
Massage parlor.
Yeah, like
and the trap
scammed.
is called auctions. Online sports memorabilia auctions.
Auction bid, online bid, auctionbid.com.
Pristine auctions.
Pristine auction.
Pristine. What a beautiful name.
So I may or may not have just ripped a couple things.
At auction.
Yeah.
Like you got him at a good deal.
I feel like I did.
So this is an online auction for sports memorabilia that you have gotten for us.
Yeah.
Collectively or individually?
Both.
Okay.
If it's an Oregon thing, I'm probably leaving it in the studio.
It's not. No, these are like genuine.
Okay, it's not a prank gift.
No, I really think that you guys will like this stuff.
Nice.
We all will like it.
Are you leaving it there then? And then you will show us what those are once they arrive? Or are you...
I mean, I guess I'll leave it up to you.
Oh, it's not here?
No.
You just, like, they're being shipped?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want us to guess and, like, ruin the hopes and dream? Like we build the expectations too high. Where I'm like, is this a signed like, game-worn Christian Laettner jersey? And you're like, no, it's a fucking...
Yeah.
No.
I think I kind of... I don't know. I'll go with you. But I am curious to know that and think about it.
I know what yours is.
How about this?
Colt Lyerla.
Oh, gosh.
Football card.
I'll tell you one thing that I still haven't decided whether or not it's for the podcast or my room.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And it is a what is it? What is the golf club called?
Callaway?
No, in Caddyshack. It's like woodcock or wood balls. It's something to do phallic, play on words. Anyways, it's a pin flag from the Caddyshack golf club that's signed by Chevy Chase.
Oh, snap.
How much you... There's no way that's cheap.
I feel like
And
I got
it's like these have
authenticated.
Bushwood?
They are
Bushwood. Yes.
Bushwood.
all authenticated with
Yes.
paperwork. Really?
Yes. Don't look it up. Don't ruin it.
No, I'm not going to
I
look
mean,
up that.
especially
I just
a
want to see
movie
what else is
memorabilia,
on
that's expensive.
Pristine Auction.
Then you'll find what he bought.
Maybe.
Why do you like to ruin surprises? Turn
No.
it off.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Turn
what's
it off.
on there? Like a Shaquille O'Neal signed jersey, Drew Brees, so
How much
like
are they going
Aiden
for?
Hutchinson.
I mean, it's a legit site.
Yeah.
And they have these like 10-minute.
$560 for that fucking card.
For Nolan Ryan,
Yeah,
a
that's-
signed autograph card.
I can. Breaking news: you're not getting a Nolan Ryan card.
Yeah.
What's
not
the
gonna
Mahomes
happen.
one? It's $600.
the Mahomes box, signed mystery box, Series
jock
6
straps.
of 100.
But I mean, the rush of an auction, especially the
Yeah.
10-minute ones, and they have a live feed going where they'll put things up for 15 seconds.
Oh, yeah, there is a 10-minute
So
auction
do you get?
here.
Is it like on eBay where there's a buy now and then you
No.
bid? So you don't know. Does it tell you like? Is there a max bid?
No, there's a minimum.
Yeah, so right now
So
they're
you don't know the value of what you're bidding on.
I mean, you can Google it pretty quickly.
with 2 minutes left. There is an Anthony Edwards 2020 rookie card that is currently at $38. I don't know what an Edwards rookie card would be.
He already has like 20 kids. I don't think his career is going to fucking take off anymore.
Yeah.
Are you wanting us to guess?
I really don't care. I don't think you'll guess.
Are you willing to answer questions?
I mean, sure. I don't care.
Is mine Duke related?
No.
Okay.
Is it Kobe related?
How many of these things are Oregon related?
0.
Really? What would you get him that's not Oregon?
I mean,
There's plenty of things.
there are plenty of things, especially
Guardians or Indians.
some like Guardians, Indians, Marcus Mariota, Justin Herbert,
That's Oregon.
Oh,
Oregon adjacent.
it could be Oregon adjacent. But
Is it?
Madison Beer's panties?
Yeah. Is
that
it
what it is?
Is it?
Miguel.
Is it a lock of Jeff Mail's hair from the 2020?
It is.
The
but
2012
I had to
season?
get that off the Silk Road and play with Bitcoin.
What's the fucking coach's name that's a CPA
What?
from Oregon? The tax guy?
A CPA tax guy.
He looked like a fucking CPA, Oregon coach.
Oh, Mark Helfrich.
Yeah, is it Helfrich's polo shirt
You
with
know,
a business card?
Mark Helfrich,
Game worn
and
polo
Mark
shirt.
Helmick look
Our brothers.
eerily similar.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's just leave it at that. I'm excited. I will bring them obviously here. We'll show off what we got. Hopefully, there's a couple of things that will stay in the stew.
I love that. Well, thank you in advance.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's a dangerous but exhilarating game.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing too, right? Like I feel that eBay stuff can be too long of a lead time. It's like you place a bid and you have to wait for 5 days or something.
Yeah, it's not a real auction, but you can get into real trouble here. There's nothing you could easily spend. I mean, you can spend $50 one night if you're getting into it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Is he bidding right? Are you bidding right now?
He is.
While you do that,
No. I placed a whole bunch of bids earlier today that I was in the lead on, hoping that I wouldn't win them all, and now I'm checking
to see if you won any of them.
if I did.
While you check that, I will tell you what I did right before this. You won.
I won 2.
Are these
What
ones
did
you're
you
giving
win?
us,
What
or
were the
no?
two things that you won?
I got one thing for Brigham. It's a Zach Wilson signed BYU Cougars
Oh yeah.
mini helmet.
Yes, love that.
Here, I'll show you.
And he'll be thrilled.
He'll be thrilled.
How much?
I spent $33. Worth it.
Yeah.
Every day of the week. And I also, maybe this one can go up in the stew. Debo Samuel signed jersey. South Carolina.
Nice.
That can't be under $100.
$27.
No way.
How?
That's
How is that cheap?
Pristine
How is that
auction.
cheaper
Let's
than Zach
hey,
Wilson's
can
mini
can I asterisk nothing has been delivered yet.
yeah.
So
Nothing has been delivered.
let's go
yet.
ahead and the shipping supposedly will take a couple weeks, but
Dude, Debo Samuel's watching this going, fucking Zach Wilson, $6 more?
Yeah. What the hell?
But anyways, I gotta. I might have to delete the app in a couple days.
Right. It's too addictive.
It is.
Yeah.
You probably spent more on this than your DraftKings account in like
Probably.
the last fucking 3 years.
No comment.
The what I did right when I was finishing setting up here and you guys had not yet come down was decided to just double down on the Rams to win this Monday Night Football game. Down 21-0. I'm like, okay, plus 10.5. Yes, they're going to win the game outright. Plus 500. Yes. Now it's 24-10. We'll
There's
see how
a
it goes.
term for bettors like you.
Idiot.
Addicts.
Because you place bets. You don't place as many bets beforehand as much as I do, but you love to sweat it out and you love to do live bets.
Yeah.
You're a pipe dream bettor. Because what you love to do is look in the second quarter, look at halftime, see who's down, and then you convince yourself it's a good money play to try and bet the team that's supposed to come back.
Are we buying A-Crop, guys?
You guys don't. I'm serious. You guys don't have the balls.
But the thing is that like
You're right.
So that what's
I've
gonna
always wanted to own a strip.
what's going to be sad about this is that it sounds like they're angling to tear it down to develop it.
No. Do you see the two buyers?
No, there's buyers.
McMinimans guys
Really?
are in line. The two
Will buyers?
partners of local McMinimans are going to be
Joyce?
buying it.
That's pretty cool.
Which, by the way, not
Is it
fully up to date on Stranger Things.
That's on you, bro.
I'm halfway.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We're halfway through.
So you haven't seen the most recent episode?
No.
I was just about to
Yeah,
make a
please
comment.
do not. The power that you have. They
There's
just
so many spoilers out there. You
run.
You've seen that?
Yeah, that was.
gonna blow Jays.
Shoot.
God damn it! Watch
I know.
it. Watch it now.
I know. The podcast is over. Okay, so McMinimans guys are buying Acropolis?
Yeah, I don't know how McMinimans
How is
works,
that
but if you just
possible?
own local, if you're a local franchisee or whatever, so the two local guys in Oregon are in line to buy A-Crop.
So do you
And they
like
plan
get
on
looked on more favorably because you're a local owner?
I don't know, but according to the article, they plan on keeping it A-Crop.
All right.
Okay, so they're not going to make it into like a McMinimans style strip club?
No, I think he's getting rid of the salad bar, and they're shooting out Cajun tots out of the vag.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
What's that tangy flavor?
Is that
Is that a balsamic?
the peppercorn ranch?
That might be.
It's a twang. Is that an Italian vinaigrette?
Yeah. Although, I mean, like, it wouldn't be bad if Acropolis served, like, McMinimans style food.
A-Crop food is significantly better than McMinimans food.
well.
Okay.
I mean, they,
My bad. I apologize.
Just add
So
the
sorry.
Cajun tots. That's all you need to do.
Yes, that's true.
yeah. The ruby red beer and the Cajun tots and we're golden.
Oh my God, McMinimans beer can blow me.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's the worst.
Not great.
Top to bottom, every one.
Not great, Bob. I can't remember the last time I've been to a McMinimans.
It's overpriced. It's terrible.
Oh,
Happy they're keeping it alive.
happy they're around. Good
Yep.
for you. Good for
Whenever
you.
I'm sure you've had this too. Whenever people talk to me about the passport, I just tune it out. I'm like, this is the most exciting thing to do right now. Is
yeah.
the fucking
That seems like
stamp your
something Jordan
passport.
would do.
The elitist of most elitist of beers. You think he's a McMinimans guy? This is way off. Way off.
Bijan Robinson up to 35 fantasy points.
What is
Rams are coming back though.
It is now 152 to 140 on the projection. You need some Puka Nakua magic here. Need some Puka magic.
You need to make sure that when you start going, because I lost, I'm paying for the plaque,
Yeah.
so that's 15 on top of the buy-in. When you start spreading like who's paying first, who's paying second, make sure he's not in line to pay Jordan, because Jordan won't see that for a while. So make sure he's paying Sahara or
Yeah.
someone else.
okay?
When you think about like this week's fantasy, like there were so many awful, like Josh Jacobs was minus 2,000 to have 15 rushing yards. He ended the game with 3. Like I have this like list of people like Jalen Hurts, 0 passing yards in the second half against the Bills, which you know about because you have him. I have a bunch of other guys too. Oh, that was incentives. I got burned on incentive things. I was buying into
glad
the
I didn't
incentives.
read any of those.
Yeah. Like,
So I know about the incentives, but there's two big ones specifically, and I do not. You guys know my feeling about this guy. I do not trust them, especially with receivers. Josh Allen
yeah.
could not prove me any more fucking right every season. The two biggest contract incentives, guys, we're talking like a catch is $150,000, 2 catches. This is the last 2 weeks. I'm not just talking about week 17. This is the last 2 weeks. Dawson Knox and Khalil Shakir. Not catches, touchdowns. And Josh Allen, first of all, taking a receiver of Josh Allen's in fantasy is just a stupid move.
Yeah, he spreads the ball around too much.
He doesn't have a number one guy. So having Knox, Shakir, any of those guys, the fact that they almost won on a 2-point conversion, but they scored 12.
Yeah.
Against the Eagles.
Jahmyr Gibbs was just an absolute no-show in a game that was on the line for the season of the Lions. Just couldn't do nothing.
Moore was another one that
Jared Goff, nothing. Devon Achane, nothing. Kenneth Gainwell, nothing. Amon-Ra, nothing.
Tonight, you're a Devontae Adams less LA Rams playing a below-average Falcons team. What does Puka have?
Puka right now has 6 points. He was projected to have 26.5 points tonight, and he has
That's
6.
too many.
I had
currently.
Puka for 300 yards and 7 touchdowns tonight. Not even going to come close.
and it was minus 4,000.
My Jahmyr Gibbs bet this past weekend was like all 3 of them just didn't. It was just red. Absolute
washed.
I can't even get mad at because what you're talking about is the entire NFL season.
Yeah.
I mean, the group bet that we placed where Jahmyr Gibbs is the only one who let us down after scoring 3 the week before. And this week, I had a 5 anytime touchdown parlay placed. It was R.J. Harvey, Jake Ferguson, Krosky Merritt, and somebody else. I just needed Jahmyr Gibbs for the last game. And he was the only one at minus 300 and nothing.
This NFL season has been one of the more clunky
Yeah.
I feel like we've had in many years. It seems like there's no clear and obvious number one. Obviously, having the Chiefs so far out of the mix so early is a new and weird thing. But nobody seems to be stepping up and clearly taking that spot. It seems like every week where it's oh, the Rams are it. They fucking lose to the Panthers. They lose to the Falcons. Yeah. Oh, it's the Seahawks. They get their asses torn by the Rams.
Right.
And it's okay, well, what is it called? Diminishing properties or whatever. Transitive property. It's well, who's better than who?
Right.
Panthers all of a sudden the best
team
team
because
here?
if someone beats someone, then
Yeah,
blah,
exactly.
blah, all of that. I mean, just think about the Rams. The Rams were up 30-14 against the Seahawks a couple of weeks ago. Had they won, they would have been in prime position to be the number 1 overall seed. Now they're maybe the 6th seed. And after that, and right now for the Jaguars, they could be anywhere from 2, 3, 5, 6, or 7, and they've had an amazing season.
And the Niners are all of a sudden in the mix, kind of
potentially a number 1 seed
They're
if they beat the
potentially
Seahawks.
not leaving home.
It just seems from start to finish, it's been a lot of what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I think,
But it's also, to put a bow on it, it's created this environment at the end of the season where there's way more on the line going into these last couple weeks than I think has been in a while.
I think you can easily point it, if you gamble on sports, specifically the NFL, you could see how wild it's been at the fact that you took at who the favorites were to win the Super Bowl in the beginning of the season. More than half of those teams are not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We are looking at the Jaguars, the Broncos, and whoever it is in the Steelers, possibly. I mean, the Ravens are making a comeback, but the Lions, the Chiefs, none of these guys are there.
Yeah, I took a mid-season bet to have the Lions and the Chiefs meet in the Super Bowl, and now both of them are eliminated from the playoffs before, like with weeks to go.
And you don't have the same confidence. At least I don't. You don't have the same confidence with Philly because you
Zero.
don't know, right?
Yeah.
Josh Allen's only roadblock has been Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and anyone else. The Bills could finish at fucking 7th
Yeah.
and still be like barely making the playoffs. And even then, how confident are you with the Bills running the table?
Sure. And then on the other side, you have the Patriots who have a 12-win season.
It's supposed to be a rebuilding year,
Right.
technically, for them.
But then when you look at their schedule, they've only beaten one team that's over 500 this year. So you go, okay, well, did you win the games that you're supposed to win? I suppose. And then at the top of the NFC, we all know about Sam Darnold and all of the things that he does in the playoffs.
The same way that you can point that out with New England, it's the same way with Denver. Most of Denver's wins are below 500. I think there's only one team you can't knock. There's only one team you can't knock, and I think it's San Francisco. Because there weren't a lot of expectations for them coming into this year. Not to say that it was a rebuilding year, but they came into the season missing half of their defense, then lost Fred Warner early in the season.
Yeah, and then they lost half their offense.
McCaffrey wasn't healthy. That's why they took Brian Robinson. And then
Mac Jones got you 3 wins in a 5-game stretch or something like that.
This team, the only expectation that changes, there weren't a lot in the beginning, but they have fucking taken care of business throughout.
Yeah, very true.
And if anyone deserves, I think Robert Saleh deserves a lot of the credit because that defense has been fucking incredible. And the fact that they might not leave home. If they beat Seattle on Saturday, they're staying at Levi's throughout the playoffs and if they make it to the Super Bowl.
It would be historic.
I thought that Christmas Day was I did not enjoy the sports experience on Christmas Day.
You lost bets.
I actually didn't bet very much, but I mean, like, thinking about like how the NFL has been trying to take this away from the NBA, and they put what they believed at the beginning of the year were going to be like some amazing matchups. And then you got Dak Prescott versus Josh Johnson, Jared Goff versus Max Brosmer, and Bo Nix versus Chris Oladukin. Is that how you say that?
Hadouken?
Victor Oladipo.
And then on the NBA slate of things, you've got all like LeBron, and I mentioned this last week, was talking about how he hates Christmas Day games. Then Draymond Green just comes out and says, "Oh, we should all be honored to play in Christmas Day games." So that's a bunch of bullshit. He's like, it's cool that people want to see us, but like I think that both these guys now are at a stage in their lives where they have conscious children, and they're entering the twilight of their careers, are starting to get perspective on life, and so
in my opinion, though,
hating
Christmas Day has always been NBA for me.
Yeah,
like that's been like the tradition. It's never been about NFL. NFL's Thanksgiving. It's never been an NBA thing. Or NFL thing. It's always been about an NBA Christmas slate.
Right.
But to credit the NFL, no one could have predicted that Denver, Kansas City would be a shitty game on Christmas.
Yeah.
Imagine at this point, if those two were in the playoff race, that's Bo Nix versus Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
It would have been fucking incredible.
I mean, you're looking at those all three of those games. They're late season divisional games that you were hoping, hey, there's some good matchups here.
You're thinking Dak Prescott, Jaden Daniels playing for the division.
Yeah, Jared Goff and potentially a J.J. McCarthy who has actually proven people wrong, and they're in the playoffs as well.
Yeah.
But none of that. So.
But nobody could have foreseen that. You can't be like, oh, these guys are idiots.
Yeah,
nobody would have told you that.
You look at the betting world, and you look at the people that are professional gamblers, and you look at gamblers like us. Every season, I have hit an alternate spread or total. I've not hit one this season. That's how unpredictable it's been. Look at Walsh's record. Walsh doesn't lose more than 2 teasers in a season.
Week?
Yeah, he won this week.
He won this week.
Oh, no.
I think there's still one on the line here, which I think it's gone.
No, he's fine. He took the over on tonight.
He did take the over, and we're at, what is that? We're at 41 right now. So
he's
that
good.
cashed. Yeah.
But yet, Walsh has lost 4 this season. He usually loses no more than 2.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, if you just look at the betting records, that's how unpredictable the season is.
So right now the score of the Rams game is 24-17. That will be null and void once you listen to this. I'm getting cash outs of $13.19 on a $5 bet at plus 470 and an $8.53 on a 10.5 point spread for that. So do I take that $8.53? Probably. I might take that $8.53. That's the
so
majority
the Falcons
of the
are
payout.
blowing it.
That's only like not getting 47 cents. 46, $8.54 now. Okay, I'm going to cash that one. Because why not? Something weird could go. So, anyways,
Bijan has
but you know what we
200.
still have is the lore of the Pop-Tart Bowl. It seemed that the Pop-Tart Bowl has once again lived up to the billing. And
Alive and well.
Alive and well.
Who played in it?
BYU
Georgia Tech.
and Georgia Tech.
Who won?
BYU.
By how much?
I don't remember.
Not enough.
I'm curious because I saw some people talking shit about BYU and how this is the team you're telling us got ripped or got
Jobbed from a...
yeah, like they deserve to be in the playoffs and that they would have taken care of teams like Notre Dame or whatever, and then here they are scoring like 11 points or some shit.
Yeah, it was 25-21 was the final score of the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
I think, a little bit different mindset going into, a playoff game compared to a Pop-Tarts Bowl. But I do get what you're saying. I tend to agree.
Before we get to the college football playoff, there are a good number of, I think, fun fact things to talk about with the NFL. Let's see. Jaguars, like I said, they could be anywhere from the 2 to the 7 seed. For whatever reason, they can't get the 4 seed because of the AFC North thing. Mm-hmm. But let's see. Liam Cohen is now the only first-year head coach in NFL history to win 12-plus games after taking over a team that had 4 or fewer games, won 4 or fewer games the year prior. So that's an interesting one. The Bucks are 1-7 in their last 8 games and have won one win since October, and yet they're still playing for a divisional title next week against the Panthers.
The Bucks, and I know Daniel Jones went down, so that's a bigger blow than like not having Baker Mayfield. But the Bucks and the Colts have completely fucking imploded.
Yeah. And the Sauce Gardner went 1-7 with the Jets, and then was traded, and then went 1-7 with the Colts. So he's 2-14 this year since he was after the trades of being on 2 teams. But yeah, to be 3-0, then 7-1, 8-2, and then to miss the playoffs the way that the Colts did is incredible.
Are we gonna have matchups where like a fucking 12-3 team is gonna play like an 8-8 team? That's bound to happen with like what's going on, right?
Yeah, there's gonna be some weird matchups in the playoffs this year.
I was cheering for Cleveland because I wanted to see a do or die matchup with the Steelers and the Ravens, which is happening.
Yes. And Lamar is a TBD in that game apparently.
I don't know. I'd play Huntley. Huntley played fucking great.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that there was a report? I don't know how reliable it is, but that there was somebody off the record within the Ravens organization that was saying that there's maybe more to the story with Lamar. The team is a little bit upset that he's, falling asleep in meetings and is staying up too late playing video games, shit like that.
It did seem like maybe his
Checked out.
he's wearing out a welcome or whatnot, but
yeah, I mean it was not too long ago that he was self-negotiating a contract and it was getting pretty tumultuous.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're, and again, maybe to your point, when you're talking about being involved in those negotiations and then also having things play out the way that they are, I think that there's a good reason why there are agents involved, so it doesn't get messy in such a way that it's hard not to take it personally when you get into those moments, because they're trying to, negotiate a deal that's favorable to them. And what they do is they go, oh, that's a little hole in the wall there. That needs to get patched up. $5,000 less than I'll offer on that house type of a deal. But anyways.
Derrick Henry earned more money, though, after that fucking game.
Dude had 4 touchdowns, didn't he?
I mean, that would have won me a championship if I were in it.
Seriously.
Do you know that the number for running backs, or rushing touchdowns, the magic number is 18. There's only been 2 running backs ever in the history of the league that have gotten 18 touchdowns in a season, and it's LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson. So anyone that, I think James Cook is at 14 heading into last week, so he needed 4 to get there, because there's a lot of bets placed on that. Will you break the historical record, right? Henry came into yesterday with 12. Now he's 16. He could easily get 2 next week.
I think so.
And
yeah.
he passed 4 records yesterday.
That's wild.
He passed Adrian Peterson in the number of rushing, or not rushing yards, but total rushing touchdowns, I think.
There's one record he'll never break, and that's his high school season touchdowns.
Yeah,
I said to you guys just a few months ago
yeah.
he passed his yards.
He passes yards, but just not his touchdowns. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about 4-year career in high school, though?
No, in 1 year. I think he had 30.
Oh, yeah. No fucking chance.
Remember what Baker Mayfield was those first 5 weeks of the season, 6 weeks of the season?
Was the leading runner or the MVP favorite?
Yeah, we were just saying, hey, this guy should be an MVP, but now they're 1-7.
I really hope that we can look back on kind of the downfall of the Bucs this season, because I think a lot of us are going to say, oh, Baker didn't look great.
Yeah. And then he was also injured.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope that we come away from this season, it's oh, he's way more injured than he let on. He has to get not that I hope that he has
shoulder
to get
surgery.
Yeah. But it seems like there's a little bit of something to blame it on, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're a Baker truther.
The Panthers have 2 routes to the NFC South title. Yes, the Panthers. They have to either beat the Tampa Bay in Week 18 or the Falcons win out, creating a potential 3-way tie at 8-9, where Carolina wins the head-to-head tiebreakers against Tampa Bay.
Does Atlanta have a chance?
No.
Okay.
But
they
Carolina,
can just cause chaos.
Yes.
They can just play
So if
spoiler.
Atlanta wins tonight and next week, then the Panthers could still win the title if they lose to Tampa Bay.
I think outside of playoff implications, I think another thing that is kind of relying on this game tonight is the MVP winner. Because if Matt Stafford was killing this and they blew out Atlanta, I think he has the MVP on lock.
Yeah, I think Drake May won the MVP.
I think with the way that it's happening, unless the Rams come back, I think Drake May wins it. And I think it was dependent on this game, on how those two were going to be jumping each other.
We talked about it last year, I remember. We were talking about Joe Tooney, the offensive lineman who has...
Chiefs, right?
Yes, but now he's with Chicago. And so he has won a division title every year that he's been in the league, and it's no different this year. 3rd team now with the Bears. So
impressive.
Played for Belichick, Andy Reid, Ben Johnson, blocked for Brady, Cam Newton, Patrick Mahomes, and Caleb
There's something
Williams.
very satisfying for me, even though I'm not a Chicago Bears fan, to see them doing what they're doing this season.
Agreed.
It's
Just
not how it started, but yeah.
How people view Caleb Williams, and because no one was talking shit on Ben Johnson. People are high on him, but Caleb Williams is like, this guy isn't going to amount to anything. He paints his nails. He's fucking weird. And then they just fucking kill everyone along the way.
I mean,
win the division.
I feel proud. Proud of them.
What does this do for Dan Campbell?
Nothing.
What do you mean? Because are we not thinking that who was actually pulling the strings
who won
here?
the trade?
Well, who was pulling the strings and actually making the Bears what they were, right?
The Lions, yeah.
The Lions. And then Ben Johnson leaves in the next year. Yes, you still have like the installs of the offense, but you have to have the mind to be able to call those plays and to be able to make those adjustments.
Yeah, I get
and
that,
everything.
but I think with what they've done, I mean, he started off horribly, and then what they've done the last 2 or 3 seasons, I think he gets more of a leash. I don't think this season is gonna put him on the hot seat yet.
No,
because they also had a pretty injured defense.
Yeah,
and that's his strong point. So
they had a ton of injuries last year, though. They were like so injured last year, and they kept on backfilling and kept on making.
I don't think a lot like you're talking about Aiden Hutchinson, probably their biggest injury last year that took forever to come back.
Correct.
They were they lost key like corners and safeties this year. They didn't have anyone, and they were playing the replacements for like half the fucking season. So I think I think he gets more benefit of the doubt outside of this season.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Miguel. I think if he goes into next season and doesn't take a clear step forward, the hot seat will be piping.
Will be there. Yeah, and especially with the Bears, winning that, where if Ben Johnson continues to, keep things dominant for the Bears. But
well, I mean, are we capable of looking at it both ways? Ben Johnson leaves Detroit. All of a sudden, their offense goes in shambles, right? Now, is the Bears' success all Ben Johnson, or they just needed time to gel? Ben Johnson came in and is kind of getting all the credit.
Right.
But really, like, Swift and Caleb Williams have gotten more in tune. DJ Moore, Odunze, and all these guys. Like, is it all Ben Johnson?
No, I mean, because, obviously you had a new GM who then came in. We built up a bunch around Caleb Williams last year. Remember, we were talking about if Justin Fields just had that group of people. So I think that, no, you can conveniently walk into a good circumstance there. And I think that that's what Ben Johnson wanted in the first place, right? It was I'm not leaving to go to a dumpster fire.
But I think the easiest way to look at this is I don't see a lot of major roster changes from the Bears last year to this year. There's only one real clear change, and it's Ben Johnson. And I agree. Obviously, time with the same players is always going to benefit them.
Coach does matter.
But having somebody in who can create a winning culture that has not been at the Browns for decades, I think you could argue. I think that you cannot deny the weight and the importance that holds, and point to it as the reason why they're winning.
Is it Ben Johnson? Because I love Ben Johnson. Is it Ben Johnson being a winner and being in charge, or is it Eberflus being a loser and leaving? Because wherever Eberflus goes, he loses.
Yeah, well, the
Cowboys. Didn't he go to the Chiefs?
No, he went to the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
it's Eberflus. He's the problem.
It's the flus.
It's the flus.
They got the flus.
He's got the flus. Got a heavy dose of the flus. So, week 18 is going to be as exciting as it will be boring. So you have divisional games between Tampa Bay, or divisional titles against the Tampa Bay and the Panthers. Then you have the Sunday night football game with the Ravens and the Steelers.
Still no DK. This is the second suspension.
Interestingly enough, the Steelers are refusing to void the contract guarantees for DK Metcalf. So they're not going to take it easy and be like, okay, we don't owe you. They're going to hold on, and they're going to continue the $45 million guaranteed. So there are voids, but they're just not going to respect the void. So they're still going to pay him that money, which good for them.
Seahawks Niners, that's another big one.
Seahawks Niners is a big one. But then the Chargers have no positioning that's going to happen. So Justin Herbert's going to sit. A bunch of starters are going to be sitting.
That's probably for the best
throughout the week, throughout the weekend. So lots of implications, but there will be ones that don't necessarily matter. Max Crosby is back in the building with the Raiders, but the Raiders are in a prime position to be now 80% chance to get the number 1 overall pick. The game
Mendoza
between the Giants and the Raiders. So this is the second year in a row that the Giants were in position to have the number 1 seed, then won in week 17, and then booted themselves out of a number 1 overall pick. I understand that they have Jackson Dart, but at that point, then you just, get all the picks.
Yeah.
You just trade them all. So
I think the Giants
very smart.
ran into I wouldn't call it a diamond in the rough with Jackson Dart and Scatterbo, but enjoy the time that you have those guys, because those guys are playing maybe 3 years max.
It's more like a shiny Budweiser
Yeah.
can.
yeah,
The way
just,
they fucking run, like they're gonna be hurt a lot.
They're going to be hurt a lot. Well, do you guys want to go real quick over some NFL bets, and then we'll get into the college football playoff?
Sure, yeah. Like you said, there's probably, 4, 5 games that are, like, really meaningful.
Saturday, your games are the Panthers and Bucks and Seahawks 49ers. Very fun on January 3rd there. Then, so let's see. The Tampa Bay is a 2.5-point favorite.
Are the Lions out?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lions Bears doesn't matter.
No.
So we're
Panthers Bucks matters.
there's 3 games in the NFL that's worth Seahawks, Niners, Panthers, Bucks, and Steelers, Ravens.
There is some positioning in play as it relates to like the Packers, the Jags, the Texans, the Bills.
There are other games where they won't. They're going to start their starters.
They're going to start their starters. There is some
They are trying to
consequence
win.
to those things. Yes.
All right, what are we betting?
Do you want the Panthers or the Bucks?
Bucks look terrible.
Right. But they are at home, a 2.5-point favorite. It looks like it's going to be 72 and sunny.
Are we taking the spread on this at 2.5, or this is money line?
It's money line.
Who do you want? You sound like you want the Panthers.
I do want the Panthers.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Okay. 10 or 20.
Let's do 20 because we always even out.
Okay, sweet. Do you guys want to get in on the Seahawks 49ers? 49ers are a 1.5-point home dog to the Seattle Seahawks.
So this is straight up, right?
Yeah.
I hate to be a dud, but I feel no way is about, enough about either team to, like,
I'll
bet
take
anything.
this.
What do you want?
I don't know. I think I can justify taking either team.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, I'm just right in the middle on it.
I'll take San Francisco if you want Seattle.
Okay.
Because you took Seattle last week and I took the Panthers.
Sure.
I don't want to cheer for Seattle again. I'll just take San Francisco.
All right. Sounds good. Let's see. The Saints are looking pretty good under Tyler Shuck. He has like 4 straight 300-yard games.
He's shucked up.
He's all shucked up.
I'll take the Bengals against the Browns. If you want it.
Bengals a 7.5-point favorite.
Sure.
I'll give it to you money line.
No.
Take the 7.5. The Bengals looked.
I said sure.
Do you want it for 10?
Sure.
Okay.
Bitch.
Let's see. Texans are a 10-point favorite over the Colts. I think that
The Colts have nothing to play for.
Right, they have nothing to play for, and I think Phillip Rivers is done. So he is likely not going
Just
to be playing.
extended his health insurance.
Yep, walking
What a
off.
smart move.
Let's see. The Chargers are a 12.5-point dog to the Broncos because they're sitting everyone. The Raiders are absolutely going to lose. The Rams, I think it'll depend on seeding. And then it comes the Steelers and the Ravens. Ravens, a 3.5-point road favorite.
Oh, it's
So-
in Pittsburgh?
It's in Pittsburgh. 19 degrees, and it looks like snowing potentially.
So we're taking the spread on this.
It would be a spread game.
I'll let. Do you want this? You want it to be between you two?
Because don't I have a bet for the Steelers not to make the playoffs?
I don't recall.
Not with us.
Oh no, it was. Never mind. That was
It
under.
was something else.
That was under 500, which they already surpassed.
Well, I thought that the last couple of weeks, Aaron Rodgers has
Looked good.
looked okay. Yeah, that's as far as I'll go.
The Ravens have not looked good.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys have this. If one of you don't want it, I'll get in.
Get in on it. You got it.
Who do you want? I'm viewing this like Seahawks Niners.
I will take Baltimore.
And you get -3.5.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
that's how that'll go.
What a dummy.
Maybe the Ravens can duplicate the success that the Bills had a couple of weeks ago. So Derrick Henry is going to have to put on a show, it feels like.
Let's go.
When we are looking at the college football playoff, we start on New Year's Eve between Ohio State and Miami. A matchup that is rooted in college football history. You've got
This is back 03.
Yeah.
We're going back 12 years.
They famously met. It was the 2002 BCS National Championship, double overtime Ohio State win. Nearly 23 years later, both teams will collide, and they've got very different paths in which they have made their way. Ohio State, obviously, the number one overall team for most of the year. Miami is... found their way. They've got a major confidence boost with a 10-3 win over Texas A&M. And it was their first ever college football playoff victory. But what do we think here? Defense, the storyline, obviously, in that game last week.
Where's the game?
The game is the Sugar Bowl, I believe. So I think it's Louisiana.
What's the spread?
The spread on this game is 9.5 in favor of Ohio State.
Whoa. Yeah, I definitely want in.
That means you want Miami.
I'm taking Miami at +9.5.
So
who wants it?
I'll take it. Ohio State's passing attack versus Miami's disruptive.
Ohio State's passing attack. Passing attack.
Okay, Mr. Julian saying.
Yeah.
9.5. I'm getting 9.5. What a gift. Give me Carson Beckish.
Beckish.
Mr.
Will
Beckish.
he be Beck or Beckish?
Are you hungry? No, I'm feeling a bit Beckish.
Feeling a bit Beckish. Where do you think that this falls, Braxton, when you think about Ohio State? Obviously they have...
I'm putting all of ours at 20. If you're cool with
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think that's too big of a spread at this point in the playoffs. I mean, Miami is going to be juiced up for this game. So,
like steroids?
Yeah, maybe a little.
Maybe a little bit.
Crystal ball. He's into it.
Yeah.
But I think that if Miami can keep this close in the first half, and maybe punch Ohio State in the mouth a couple times, stop them on a fourth down, get a couple turnovers, they can fuck around and win this game. However, Ohio State is very known to come out fast and right on your face. I may have been on the receiving end of that last year.
Yeah.
Dude, that game is tied. Rams-Falcons are tied.
Perkinakura?
Have they tied it?
It's... Puka scored. Holy
Did he?
shit.
Oh, let's check the fantasies.
The fuck?
She's still down by 18.
Oh, no. Williams
Well, because Kyron has 16.
If
they're coming back, Kyron's a big part of it, so she's kind of fucked there.
Yeah.
Well,
let's see. What's my buyback now? My cash out is suspended.
What basically happened there is Kyron and Puka just cancel each other out. And... he's up big enough that even with 38 from Bijan, it doesn't matter.
Why is my cash out only at $12?
Because you bet $10.
5 to pay 30. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, and Puka's not going to get 80 yards. He's only at 47 yards on the night.
That guy in my other league feels safe now. That wasn't looking good before. Now he's up 4.
Yeah. Okay, so if Miami can defensively get after Ohio State and Julian Sayin, obviously, what's his bucket?
Jeremiah Smith.
No, I was thinking about who had the 2 interceptions. Bryce Fitzgerald had the 2 interceptions last week. I don't know. It felt like, hey, they could win one of those ugly games, but
You don't look at facts, and you're just sitting here based on like instinct. Do you feel good about Ohio State minus 9.5, or do you feel good about Miami getting 9.5?
I'm on Miami. I do think that Ohio State wins the game when it's all said and done.
But 9.5 seems too big.
But I think it's a touchdown or less.
It's already on paper.
it's already on paper. I
ain't canceling.
tend to agree with you guys, but I'm going to stick with my bet and let's hope for some good games. Oregon versus Texas Tech is your first game of the
9
New Year's
a.m.
Day.
Why the hell would they do that?
I know. It is very lame. I was seeing people in this like Oregon Ducks thread giving away tickets to the Orange Bowl. I was like, well, maybe we could go.
Oh, if you're a real fan, you're going.
Yeah. Let's see. Texas Tech, obviously, when you look at their defensive ratings, first in rushing yards allowed per game, first in turnovers, third in points allowed, third in yards allowed per game.
I want this bet so bad I would suck your dicks.
Outside of their one loss, Arizona State, no team has scored more than 20 points against Texas Tech this year.
Until Dante Moore, I'm taking Oregon. Dante Moore scoring 28 minimum against Tech.
The what you've got here is a 1.5 point spread in favor. Actually, now it's 2.5. It opened at 1.5. What are we thinking, boys?
2.5 in favor of who?
Oregon. Oregon 2.5 point favorite here. I think that it comes down to if Texas Tech can eliminate the run, if Oregon can withstand, and we've seen it before, even though, again, I always go back to this Penn State game, but they withstood a bunch of tests in that Penn State game that makes me kind of feel like this has a little bit of like that vibe.
In all seriousness, no bias, it comes down to one thing. And if it's Oregon's reflective jerseys will blind the Texas Tech players during the game. That's what it's going to come down to.
One can only hope.
DeCorian Moore is going to be back, so that's very exciting.
I think that's huge. Having Sadiq and DeCorian Moore, and there was another receiver that his name is slipping my mind.
Josh Huff.
Josh Huff will be playing. But no, I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. I have a lot of respect for Texas Tech's defense, and I think that it's going to be one of the better defenses that Oregon has faced all year. There is no doubt that this is the best offense and has the most skill, athleticism, power on all fronts of offense that Texas Tech has faced. And I think which is the bigger factor on the scale?
Yeah.
I think Oregon wins, but I want to gamble.
Oregon has averaged 39.2 points per game this season. And again, when you look at, what I just said about the national defensive rankings, then mixed with the fact that Texas Tech is second nationally in points per game, they've averaged 32.3 points, though, against ranked games. They scored 34 points in the Big 12 championship game.
All right, gangbang me. Let's go.
All right.
You're both probably taking it.
Yes.
Are we just doing 20 each at straight up because it's 1.5?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Cool. Works for me.
Pussies. With Oregon's pass attack, I just don't see Texas Tech beating them.
That's actually a pretty good
Daffy Duck, or were you just trying to?
I was trying to do
me?
SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah.
What's the other? Is it Daffy? No. Yeah, it is Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck, yeah. Your Rose Bowl game against Indiana and Alabama.
I think that's the best game.
First
that day.
ever meeting between these two teams. Obviously, you have the top-ranked Indiana Hoosiers, 13-0, the last undefeated team in the FBS. Obviously, Alabama then at 11-3. Unusual for them that they're kind of coming in as a storied program who has been in this situation a bunch to be the team that people are doubting. So
there's a I mean, I want Indiana to go all the way. That's the movie line that I want to see happen this season. Is Indiana, Mendoza wins the Heisman, Indiana wins the whole thing. But there's the one you've seen enough seasons where there's something going on with a team, and that team this year is Alabama. They're not supposed to be there. Somehow they're winning, and somehow they get on a roll heading into the postseason. They get in these games where they get down, and then you're like, okay, they're dead. They're dead in the water.
17 points
and
against
somehow,
Oklahoma.
Through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ with Ty Simpson, they fucking come back. I don't know what black magic they're working with, but I think
it's white magic, I promise.
I think it's funny that there is a possibility. I think you would be naive to think that there's not a real possibility that Alabama could win the whole fucking thing. And it would piss so many people off.
Everyone.
Yeah.
It would piss the entire country off, but Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
It is one of those like up and down years. You know, they opened this season losing to Florida State, and then they snapped Georgia's 33-game home winning streak, and you just go like, what type of a team is it? So they've won big games, but they've also gotten their ass handed to them in big games. The 28-7 romping in the SEC title game. Indiana, let me throw some stats at you. Scoring offense, 3rd. Scoring defense, 2nd. Total offense, 8th. Total defense, 4th. Third down conversion rate, 1st. Third down conversion defense, 2nd. Turnover margin, 2nd.
Airplane snacks, 11th.
Yeah, you know. So, I mean, it's just, I understand fully what you are saying.
If Alabama takes the cake and they take the whole thing, where do you put Kalen DeBoer? Does this change his ranking? Does he gain anything? Does he stay in the same ranking? How do people view Kalen DeBoer if they win the national championship this year?
It would be so improbable because of how, like, Nick Saban, I don't feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, ever won a championship in this vibe with, like, the being doubted type of a thing. They've always been right up their favorites, not like sneaking in and then having to prove everyone wrong.
Like when Saban was doubted, they're usually not in it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they would go 7-5 or something like that. You either were very much about to win the championship or just not even there. And maybe it's because the college football playoff's a little bit different. But
my immediate reaction is I think people would be like, it's Alabama. It doesn't matter who the coach is. You get all this. I don't know. I think that they would kind of go the route that it's like, oh, you just kind of walked into it. You lucked into it.
That's what I was getting at, because I feel like there would be a lot of flip-flopping things. Because look at the season. Last year was his first year, right?
Yeah.
First or second?
Sure. Yeah.
Last year was his first year.
But it was the exact opposite opinion, where it's like you go to Alabama, and just because you're Alabama doesn't mean you can't win. No Saban, you can't win. And they were not successful last season. And I know that there's going to be people that go...
They were in the playoff, weren't they?
Were they in the playoff?
Alabama?
I don't think they were.
No, I don't think they were.
They were not in the playoff.
Yeah.
No, and then I know that there's going to be opinions where, like, I'm not saying that they'll... I know it's highly unlikely, but if they win, that is the complete flip-flop of, like, Alabama could win. Who doesn't fucking matter who's in charge. You know what I mean? It's like... At some point, that guy's going to deserve some credit. Took UW to the national championship and lost to Michigan, and his second or third year at Alabama goes back. Granted, he has better athletes, but...
Yeah, you'd have to give him some credit. Still don't like him.
So is there a bet in play here?
I don't like either of these teams at all.
I mean, I want to bet all these games.
So
I do have a bet on all these games, just not against you guys.
So you want Alabama?
I don't know. I like Indiana. What's the spread?
7.
For Indiana? That's
Yeah.
big.
That is big.
Do you want Indiana?
Let me double
One
check
of the
that.
Either way, if I bet against someone, I'm betting against God. Both quarterbacks are very Jesus heavy.
Yeah.
Who does Jesus love more? That's really what you're deciding.
I think
Probably Hoosier Town. I don't think Jesus likes Tuscaloosa at all.
Yeah, well, I would rather have Indiana in this matchup, even at the -7. I feel like that's better for you.
Oh, thanks for looking out for
You're
me.
welcome.
Also, one of the more boring uniform matchups.
Oh,
won't
is
be
this
able-
the white, red, red, white again?
You won't be
God
able to
damn it.
tell.
Last week was
And
just
like
like
with
that.
both
or a
have the
couple weeks
minimal-
ago. Yeah.
You know,
They need to put the sprinkles in their helmets again.
it's the Sugar Bowl? No.
It's Rose Bowl.
Put some roses.
Yeah, they really should. Well, those are red too. Damn
At
it.
least a little pop, a little design.
Yeah. The ESPN Power Index metric has Indiana at a 71.4% chance of knocking off Alabama. And the Rose
What?
Bowl has nothing to do with the spread there.
That's anything more than 7 is a big spread for the New Year's Eve games. I feel like, or New Year's Day games.
Yeah. The Georgia Ole Miss game, that's the Sugar Bowl. I misspoke earlier. That first one, the Ohio State Miami one is, I don't remember now. Which one? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Do
you want? I feel like we're hogging all the betting. Do you want in?
Georgia
On
Ole Miss.
Georgia.
The spread on this one is
27.5.
6.5 in favor of Georgia. So obviously, this earlier this year, that dramatic game between Georgia and Ole Miss, in which Ole Miss won 42-35.
I'll take Ole Miss for the vibes.
For the vibes, he will take it.
Do you want this? Do you want me to take it?
I don't want it.
You don't want it?
No.
So Braxton has Ole Miss
plus 6.5.
6.5.
Why is he getting plus?
Because he wants Ole Miss.
Thanks for explaining.
You're welcome.
6.5. That's a lot, dude.
This will be the kind of the first biggest test. Obviously, the first round game between Tulane and Ole Miss was
What are we betting
a
here?
warm-up game.
Let's do 10. So many thecks.
High scoring, high leverage, high thrust,
High octane.
high all of it.
Is that all 4?
That is all 4.
There's no other games, right?
Well, she.
Not of the college football playoff.
Yeah. I mean, I think I bet on my tickets at the casino. I bet on the USC game. I think there's a Michigan-Texas game that I took Texas. There's a Duke-Arizona State that seemed like it was going to be a good game. I took that. Tennessee-Illinois. I think it was USC-TCU. And then something else.
Yeah, let's see. Tennessee, Illinois, USC, TCU, Iowa, Vanderbilt.
Duke ASU is a real
Duke
a
ASU.
real fucking pickle.
That is a real pickle
I
for
ended
ya.
up taking Duke just because it's the most recent football game that I watched when they beat Virginia. And they should come out pissed, and the quarterback's coming back.
Also, the Arizona State coach has been
Whining.
a lot of headlines.
Yeah, he's been bitching and whining about the NIL and
Dillingham,
Yeah.
former Oregon
he
Duck
said,
great.
we live in Scottsdale and Camelback.
There's
There's
billionaires,
got to be someone
right?
that could write a $2 million check out
I
here.
mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong
He's
at
not
all.
wrong. There's a lot of very expensive houses. Does anyone dare put money and take Michigan at +7 to Texas?
Because I took Texas on that.
Speaking of Michigan,
Yeah, how about
I cannot believe that.
you just one school's trash is another school's treasure.
I mean, and to get a guy like Kyle Whittingham And obviously I have a little bias because I literally grew up watching Kyle Whittingham with Alex Smith having that undefeated season where they should have went to the national championship. I was a BYU fan growing up, so I hated Utah, and when you hate something, you know a lot about it. So Kyle Whittingham is an incredible coach. Even if you are not a fan of Utah football, you know what Utah football stands for and what he is about, and it is fun, hard-nosed football.
It is tough football.
And when I saw the announcement that he was stepping away from the program, and he had that quote where it's like, you don't want to be the last guy to know that you've overstayed your welcome. You know, I want to get out of here. I thought that it's like, dude, what a class act once again, you know, going out, retiring into the sunset, and just leaving with his head held high. And then he goes and pulls this, and now he's probably going to go win 2 national championships.
Yeah, and he stepped down so that then he could take that job, right? That's not like a coincidence.
No. I think that's why he said, I'm stepping down instead of saying I'm retiring.
Yeah.
Because everybody assumed that he was just retiring.
Sure.
And then...
Okie-doke.
Not so fast.
Can I play devil's advocate with the whole Kyle Whittingham thing?
You don't. You think it'll be bad?
No, I don't think it'll be bad. But I think the way that at least like he's looking at it, which makes sense because he's probably watched more Utah, BYU shit. But you can say the same for us, Pac-12. You know, we've seen a lot of success from Utah and anything Kyle Whittingham's ever done. But even though Michigan was in shambles this year and probably last year, the expectations going from Utah to Michigan is completely different. This is still a team who won the national championship 3 years ago. And the boosters and the alumni that you have with Michigan Wolverines is not the same as Utah. Kyle Whittingham, the success that he's had at Utah, the best season he's had, he had 2 losses. He is a guy that averages 2 to 4 losses a season. If you lose 1 at Michigan, you're fucking dead. So I feel like the expectation, oh my God, we just got Urban Meyer. I don't think it warrants that.
No.
But I think with the Sharon Moore stuff, you could argue that the expectations are quite low.
The Sharon Moore stuff doesn't affect recruiting and still how good the team is. That's just a fucking dumb move by an interim coach.
But I think it does give Kyle, we're on first name basis, it does give Kyle time. Because I don't think, it's not like they won that national championship last year. Everything was smooth sailing, and he's coming in for Harbaugh. No, this crashed and burned pretty terribly. They just invested a ton of money into this quarterback. I think that Kyle Whittingham gets at least a year of, like, grace.
Yeah, I don't disagree with, like, him getting a lot more grace than a different situation. But the way that they're approaching who they're picking up, getting players and paying him a lot of money, I think the grace we're talking about, which should be 2 to 3 years, is probably cut down to 1, maybe 2 if you have a decent season.
But I think that's just the landscape of college football now.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. I guess like when you see him stepping down and then doing all that, I was kind of thinking maybe you continue to go after younger coaches. You know, is
Kyle Whittingham 40?
I mean, he is a handsome man. Yeah. But I mean, usually like you're seeing a bunch of coaches like the Nick Sabans, and even in the college ranks, Bruce Pearl or what's his bucket from Virginia who stepped down
Tony
and just
Bennett?
Tony Bennett, who just go like, you know, things have kind of changed and this isn't really my thing anymore. And we all know it's like, oh, because you can't rig the system in your favor and blah, blah, blah. But it kind of feels like, okay, Michigan is a place that can recruit itself because of its notoriety as a program. So do you absolutely need to have the Dan Lanning type, you know, the young buck type? It felt a bit of an old school decision to go with a guy like
I don't think there's a
Whittingham.
lot to choose from right now.
That's true.
That's probably why people a little more hyped up with a name that they recognize, because the pool of coaches to choose from isn't that big. But the Islander guy from BYU, he got a job, right?
No, they Kalani
extended him.
Sitake was getting.
He's not leaving.
Yeah, so Penn State was talking to him, and then basically the BYU boosters were like, "We need money." So the Crumble Cookie guy is a BYU alum, and he donated a whole bunch of money, and they re-signed Kalani.
Yeah.
To an extension.
In my world of chaos, I was hoping that Whittingham goes to BYU. You know, just a big fuck you to everyone.
That'd be allowed.
I am annoyed that both Penn State and Michigan have backed their way into some pretty decent hires.
Who's Penn State having?
Matt Campbell.
Matt Campbell, the
from
Iowa
State.
Oh, I didn't even know about that signing.
Yeah, there you go. So,
Which is a great signing. He's taken a school like Iowa State, who is not really relevant in the conversation of college football, long term or in the grand scheme. So,
what do you mean? That's Seneca Wallace.
Very true, and I think that he's done really well with that team. I'm excited to see what he can do with Penn State, but I do think that it's just a James Franklin 2.0.
it might be, and I think that at a certain point they realize that maybe the grass wasn't greener.
Yeah.
Or Matt Campbell only wins big games and loses everything else.
Falcons won 27-24. I should have taken that cash out.
That's your when you have passed and when you've passed away, your tombstone will be sponsored by DraftKings, and it's gonna say shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Oh, goodness.
Odds on coming back to life.
Mister, I should have cashed out. I mean, that Falcons winning is insane. Yes, the Rams started coming back, but man, what the fuck were the Rams doing? And the fact that Sahara only lost by, 16 points?
Very impressive.
Being down 60 going into this, having a player like Bijan or any one of those guys that could give you fucking 40 in any given night is crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Good
all
for
up,
Jordan.
boys. Yeah, congrats, Jodes.
Shout out to Jodes. Congratulations. Well.
Is that all we're betting on?
I was going to ask.
Like
think
NFL,
so.
no more college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Happy New Year to both of you.
Yeah,
Any
you're
New Year's resolutions?
I'm going to gain more weight.
Let's see. I'm trying to get Bo more active and then therefore myself more active.
I will say when I walked in today, I know the first thing that came to my mind was Bo looks fat.
Bo's a little chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Why? Just because he's just eating and...
Well, like when with the weather bad, sometimes it's hard to
Yeah,
get
you can't
out.
go out on walks as often.
Yeah.
Both of you get complacent because it's nicer to just stay in the warm on the couch.
Yeah. Go run outside for a little bit and then come back in.
Yeah.
So
I know, I feel like...
I would like to get Bo a little bit more
This is
active.
probably more of a zero credit to me at all, because if it was up to me, Mookie and I would just lay around. But Ashley is very much aware that we have a dog that needs stimulation. So even if we're not doing anything outside, he is constantly running around inside, which can get absolutely fucking chaotic.
Yeah.
Because we have cords, like monitors plugged in, and you're throwing a toy, and he is fucking sprinting. And now we have... I hated our rug in the living room, which is his only traction.
Oh.
So now he is fucking
Tokyo drift.
dude, all the way to the bedroom.
That's
He is just fucking drifting it all the way.
That's great. So yeah. What about you, Braxton?
My New Year's resolution? I think just, I don't know. Here's a good one. I've noticed that with Cusco, with having the baby, Cusco has taken a back seat.
Right. Yeah.
And
He's on a third row seating,
yeah,
not even the back.
and
seat.
yeah, and he's getting to the end of his life. He's almost 10 years old. and he's only got a few years left. So I'd really like to be intentional and conscious about making sure Cusco is aware that I love him and he is cared for. And also, obviously, this should go without saying, just being present with my son. These are incredibly important times, not only for him, but for me. So I look forward to continuing in that journey.
Sometimes it is easy to just like be in a routine and to like not be like anchored in and be not necessarily not present, but to like kind of like touch grass and be like anchor yourself in that moment to be like, okay.
Yeah, and it's easy to slip into that. Oh, you're focusing on so many other things. I was doing that on Christmas Day. It's like, dude, look what's right in front of you.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, do a little bit more of that.
Love that.
Yeah.
So we all have dog years resolutions, it sounds like.
Love that.
Yeah.
None of us want to improve individually. I think I'm good at it.
I've reached my peak.
I think this is the best it gets.
This says
I've reached my peak.
If you're asking for more, you're asking too much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, clear eyes.
Sports.
Can't lose.
Dinner.